Well, I figured out something I was doing wrong. That's okay.
So you haven't started?
No.
I think I'll go for a walk. So I'm gonna do really quick.
It's okay.
I don't have anything pressing.
I was gonna run with you, so yeah, if you after this. That works.
I don't know if you're okay.
Well, I'm gonna make time, so gonna do this and then we'll go. I just okay. Sounds good. Thanks, dear. All right. Sorry, you guys. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. All right, so let's start the live stream on TikTok.
Come on, Sadie. Sadie, come. Come on. Come on.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Hope everybody is doing well. Thanks for hanging on over there on YouTube. We are going to get started here. Thank you for joining, everybody. All right. So today I'm talking on TikTok and I have you over here on YouTube. So we're going to bounce back and forth. Appreciate you joining. Thank you, Bedhead. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you coming in and joining. Today, we're going to talk about working from home opportunity, one that I came across that has changed everything for me. Let's see. 1 second. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, just need to get my notes so I knew what the heck I'm stay on topic talking about. All right, as you guys are coming in and joining, drop where you guys are from, where you're coming from. I'm from city north of Salt Lake City, Utah, about 35-40 minutes. It's a beautiful day outside. We always get wind in the morning, so we got a little bit of wind this morning. I don't know if you guys on TikTok here, you guys can see outside. Probably not. Kind of hard to see. Anyways, today, as you guys are joining, drop where you're from. I'd love to hear where you guys are coming in from, and I love to see where I'm connecting with people from across the world. So I'm coming from a city and just north of Salt Lake City, Utah, about 35, 40 minutes. It's a beautiful day here. Beautiful summer day. Technically it's still spring, but the weather and temperature is still summer. So what I'm going to be sharing today is a work from home opportunity that you can do, whether you're a dad or a mom, and especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, it's perfect. For a dad, it's perfect too, because if you're still working and you're not working and you're not at home, you can still do this around your career and around your job. And so that's what I'm super excited about, because of the leverage of technology and the leverage of automations that it has built into it. It's literally a business in a box. So we're going to talk about that. Let me ask you a question. What would you look for in a work from home opportunity? What's something that you want in a work from home opportunity? Anybody? Anybody go ahead and ask the question. Sam, thanks for joining. So I know for me, in a work from home opportunity, I wanted something that could be at home, but not be on the computer 8, 10, 12-hour days, right? If I'm home, I want to be home with my kids. Currently, I am a consultant. I do work from home, so I'm 8 to 10 hours on the computer doing my work. Yes, I'm flexible at times, but there comes a certain stress with that where you have to stay focused. You can't be distracted and going and taken away from your work and doing things with your family during the day. You got to get your work done, right? It's just like you're at work. But at home, it's almost stressful, more stressful sometimes. But I wanted a work from home opportunity that I could leverage and work just a couple hours a day, work a little bit at home, and then be able to go and just spend the rest of the time being at home, doing the things I want to at home, going with my kids, traveling, doing the things I want to do. And I wanted something I could do anywhere. Okay. And that really lends itself to digital marketing or a business online. And for me, I like I said, I'm in my career still, and I work from home, so I have some flexibility, which is awesome. Thank you guys for joining. As you're jumping in, as you're coming in, drop in the comments where you're from. I'd really appreciate that. I love to see where I'm connecting with people from. But in my career that I've worked for 22 years in, I used to think that if I just worked harder, I tried to, climb that corporate ladder. That's the only way I was going to make more money. I'd be able to make more money, be able to get out of debt, spend more time with my family, travel, do the things that I love and wanted to do, right? But after 22 years, I found that climbing the corporate ladder isn't all it's cracked up to be. That one time I was actually promoted one time, and then I was demoted the next day, which was crazy to me that happened. Super frustrating. I realized that I didn't like having people have control over me progressing or telling me how much I could make. And so that was super frustrating to me. I also realized, and I don't know if you guys feel like this, at the end of every year, you're like, if I could just make another $5,000-$10,000 this next year, we're going to be set. We're going to be good. We're going to be golden, right? Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate that. Thanks for joining, Vic. I really appreciate you joining me this morning. But yet you come to the end of the year, even though you get that raise, your escrows and your mortgage go up, or your taxes go up, or your bills go up, and it just gobbles up your raise. And then you're either behind or you're just barely ahead by like $15-$20, right? It's kind of ridiculous, but that's the way the system works. And I got tired of it. And so that's when I started looking for something I could do from home, online, anywhere in the world, so I could start making some extra money and I wanted something that could scale and grow and eventually take replace my income, right? And so I went online looking for a business, and there's 5 things that I found that you need to look for when you're looking for an online business or something you want to do. Okay, so we're going to talk about those things. Okay. Okay, number one, you guys, we're going to talk about that. You've got to have a product that people want. Okay, not just any product. You got to have a product that people are going to buy, that's going to solve people's problems, right? If I had a cassette tape, I was selling cassette tapes. That's a product, right? It was a pretty neat product in its day. When it first came out, it's pretty high tech. Everybody wanted it, but now, obviously, nobody wants it, right? It's all digital, everything's streamed. So why have a cassette tape, right? That's a product that's not going to sell. The other thing is if I have these little mics, this mic that I'm using for the live here. If I sold this mic, okay, it's not a ton of money, right? 35, 40 bucks. And especially if I'm selling somebody else's product and it's only affiliate marketing, I'm only getting a percentage. So you want something that you can make 100% on, right? Who would agree that making 100% versus 25% is better? Drop yes in the comments if you guys think that's better, right? Typically, when you're doing affiliate marketing or network marketing or something, you are only going to get on average 25% of that product, right? The thing that I sell, that I share with people, this Legacy Builders, which is a business in a box. It's a great work from home opportunity, meets all these criteria we're going to go through. The highest is $900. It's a one-time fee, $900. Okay. And we get 100% profit. So if I get 100% profit, okay, how much is that? It's $900, obviously, right? I make $900 on every single customer that purchases at $900. If I made 25%, I'd make $225, right? So who would rather make 900 or 225? Drop in the comments. What would you rather make, right? Drop in the comments if you'd rather make 900 or 225. What would you rather make? For me, it's kind of obvious, and I think it's probably obvious to all you guys watching, right? I would rather make $900 on one sell, right, versus 225. Because if I wanted to make $900 at making 25%, I'd have to make 4 sells, right? 4 times the effort to make $900. Okay. Now, this is something that's critical for me when I was looking for something, because I wanted something that I was going to be able to make some money at and make it worth my time, right? In the community and in the system that I am plugged into and learning from, they teach us how to do this in 2 hours a day per day, right? I show this over here on YouTube. So, would you guys rather make 900 one sell or 225 a sell and have to make 4 sells to make 900 over here on YouTube? What would you guys rather do? Right? Exactly. So $900, it makes total sense, right? And if I was going to spend time doing something, I wanted something that was going to be worth my time and be able to make enough money, right? I tried the side hustles. I've done the side hustles. I didn't want to get a second job because that's just more trading time for money. And I'm only making, 20, 30 bucks an hour, if I'm lucky, depending on the second job that I get. And so I'm like, if I can make on average $900 a day in just 2 hours a day, that's $450 an hour of work, right? That's huge. Okay. And I can do this anywhere in the world. This is the awesome thing. And it's automated for me. So it works for me 24/7. So I don't have to be there all the time. Right. So to me, this makes total sense. And something that's 100% profit. Go ahead, take a screenshot of that. You guys are going to want this yeah, you're just going to want this. Makes sense. It's huge. If you understand this, it makes a huge difference. So we're going to erase, didn't mean to erase that part. We're going to erase the next part, okay? We're going to go on to number 2, which is what I just started talking about, is automation. Okay. This is critical for me because I didn't want to have to trade more of my time for money. I don't want to have to be buns in chair, right? Be at my desk, tied to my desk, just getting paid for sitting there clicking and doing things on the computer, dependent upon how much time I spent. I only have 24 hours in a day, and I don't want to spend all 24 hours in a day trying to make money. Okay, I used to think that if I just worked harder, worked more hours, that I'd be able to get ahead. That's not the case. Okay, that's the system 95% of us are in, is a 9-to-5 job where, I'm going to work overtime so I can get paid more. Does it help? Yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to get you ahead and get you to where, at least where I want to be. Okay, and so this was huge in having automation inside your business. Okay, automation is your website that's open and on for you all the time. This is just a simple funnel. Okay, capture page is your first one, and you want a thank you page, and then you want a sales page. Okay, this is just a simple funnel. Illustrate how this works. When they capture the page, the capture page captures people's email addresses, right? And you give them something of value, and then over time, you send them emails so people become to know, like, and trust you through your email and through social media. We're going to talk about that. But this is the main part of the automation, right? Where you're connecting with them constantly, and you're giving them something of value. And then these emails are pointing them back to the sales page, right? To make the sell, right? Now, not everybody's going to buy, and you don't want everybody buying. You're going to want only your perfect customer who's looking for a solution to their problem that your product, your solution solves, right? Those people are going to buy your solution. They're going to buy your product because that solves a problem for them. And they're only going to buy when they know, like, and trust you. Okay. And connecting via email every day or every few days or once or twice a week, being consistent, builds that. Okay. You can also point them back to your social media accounts, pointing to your capture page. You can have your emails pointing back to your social media. Okay. And your social media, whether that be, TikTok, like here, or Facebook, whatever it is, okay, all point to your website, okay, and point them to where they need to go. And this is constantly working for you. Every time you post, you're building your digital real estate, and it's out there 24/7 for you, working, finding customers, pointing them back to your capture page, right? And then you send email, you can point people back to your social media, which also builds your accounts and builds your views and whatnot. Okay. So this is the automated piece that is huge. And it was huge for me because when I've built a network marketing company in the past, I would go bug my friends and family. I hated doing that. I would also go contacting for 2 hours a day, 2 or 3 for 2 hours at night, 2 or 3 times a week, in the malls, talking to people, trying to find people that were interested in what I had to offer. And I hated it. Okay. By nature, I'm an introvert and I don't like it. I don't like doing that. I did it because I had, thank you for joining, Ron. I appreciate that. I had a dream and a goal that I wanted to get out of my job. I wanted to get out of debt. I wanted to travel with my kids, spend more time with my wife and kids, right? Not be tied to a job. And so I was out there working my fanny off, but it wasn't very effective. And so that's what I love about this, is that I can I have these automated pieces put in place, constantly working for me, finding people, so I don't have to bug my friends and family, and I don't have to go contacting and talk to everybody that I see in my life, right? Which is nice. So I'm going to show this over here on YouTube so you guys can see this. This is the automated piece that I was talking about. So take a screenshot of that, you guys. And we're going to talk about number 3, which is social media. Okay. Now, the cool thing is about social media is that there are 5,000 people. Sorry, not 5,000. There are 5 billion people on social media. Okay. That's awesome that there's 5 billion people on social media. So you're never going to run out of people. You don't have to bug your friends and family, like I said. But you can leverage social media for free. My mentor, Michelle, she built a 6-figure income, and more than that, not using any ads. It's all organic that she's built on social media. Okay. And she's teaching us how to do the same thing on social media. Okay. So, it's critical that you know how to use social media the right way in order to find customers. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to find people, right? You're not going to stand out. Okay, social media is huge, and it's a way for us to connect with people. As people follow you on social media and you're consistent, people come to know you and like you and trust you. And the important thing is when you're on social media, you need to learn how to just be yourself. Okay. And people can tell when you're just trying to show off every good thing that's going on in your life. Because it's not that way, right? Life is ups and downs, and we all have struggles. And by being authentic, people can relate with you and they come to know, like, and trust you more, right? Like I said, so there's 5 billion people on social media, which is awesome, which is what I like. But the bad thing is there's 5 billion people on social media. And so you got to learn how to stop the scroll. Okay. You got to learn how to stop the scroll. You got to get people's attention. And how you do that is you relate, just like I was talking about. You relate with people. You be yourself. Okay. And people are going to connect with you because you're being yourself, right? More so than if you're trying to be somebody else, because they can see right through it. Okay. So that's how you stop the scroll. And the automations and the social media push your customers, those who are interested, back to your system, your automated system that you have set up and running, which then bring you customers, and they purchase from you. Okay. And those customers continue to go in the automation, right? I'm not gonna accept that because I don't know who you are, and I don't know who you are, so we're not gonna do that. Only if I know who you are and we agree to connect on live together, then we'll do that. But anyway, so I'm gonna show this over here on YouTube. You guys can see you got to relate with people, which automations bring customers, and it just is a system that works together. Okay. We have multiple people in our community that are being super successful with this. So if you guys are interested in learning what this system is, and would like this free, I have it right here. That's a free PDF, a free blueprint. Okay. That's called Discover How to Earn 100% Profit from a Done-For-You Digital Business. That literally lays out what I just talked about in more detail and teaches you more on how this can work for you. Okay. So if you're interested, go to the link here, mattrobbins.org, put a good email address in, and I'll send you an email. You can always unsubscribe. Okay. I'm going to show this over here on YouTube. You guys can go to mattrobbins.org. If that if you're like me and you're looking for something, a work from home opportunity, this is a perfect one because for me, like I said, I'm still in my career, I'm still working, and I wanted something that could work for me automated, that I could leverage, that I could scale my time, that I could just work a couple hours. I like to get up in the morning, work, get my things in place that I'm doing, and then I go and I do my regular job. Then I come home at night, and if it works out that way, then I have time with my family, right? A lot of time life happens, and I have to do my posting and the things I need to do for my business throughout my life, and I can still be there for my kids and my family, which is awesome. So, um, imagine this. Imagine being able to go to bed at night. You wake up in the morning and you look at your phone, and there's a notification that says you just made money. There are many people in our community that are doing that. How would that change your life? How would that change things for you if you woke up every morning, or even 1 to 2, 3 times a week, and you had a notification saying that you made money? That would change everything for me, right? That would be huge. It can happen, okay? And it's going to happen. As you work, as you build this, it's going to happen. So if you guys that have been listening, go to the link in my bio, click up here, go look at my bio, make sure and follow me, okay? I'm going to be sharing more about this, sharing my journey that I'm on. I'm learning how to do this. I'm still growing. I'm on this path that I'm excited about, because it's going to allow me to be able to help me get out of debt, allow me to replace my income, and do this from home, or do it from anywhere I want. All I need is my phone and the internet and social media, and I can do this. And you can do this too. And you don't need any experience, you don't need tech skills, and you don't need to have a huge following either, because this teaches you all of those things. So, again, if that's something that you're looking for, you're interested, go link in my bio, put a good email address in. I'll send you a free blueprint, Freedom Formula blueprint, that shows you how this business in a box, I call it, this work from home opportunity works, and how it can help you. And then reach out to me with any questions. Email me back. I will personally answer. You can also ask me questions on my content. I don't like to DM in TikTok unless I know specifically who you are. We're connected elsewhere, because a lot of scammers DM in TikTok, and all they want to do is steal your crypto and steal your identity and your information. So I get a lot of scammers on TikTok. So connect with me outside. Put your email address in on my website, and then I'll send you an email, and you can reply to that with any questions that you may have. So hope you guys have a great day. I got to run. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening and joining my live today. And we'll catch you later. I go live on weekdays, Monday through Friday. I don't do it on Saturday and Sunday, because that's my weekends. But come join me. Make sure you follow me. And you bet. Thanks, G-Pens. Appreciate you joining. Thanks for listening. Thanks for following me, G-Pens. If there's something that I'm still learning how to do these lives and get better at it. So I appreciate you bearing with me and joining. I hope you learned something, and we'll get better at this and provide more value. If there's something you could be interested in or like to know about this, I can focus in on a topic, or I can do something a little bit different. So I'd love feedback. But appreciate you. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend. See ya. Bye. See you guys over here on YouTube, and we'll talk to you later.